morning, everyone. My name is Josh Spencer Gain, and I'm with my partner,
January Juana Golino.
So we are now here in St. Paul University, Iloilo, and we're doing an interview with our one and only Sir John Romie Delariarte.
That's right, we are interviewing Mr. Delariarte about his experiences as a student. Ano ba ang laptop? Let's go!
Good morning, sir. I am Josh Spencer Gain. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine. Good.
Please take a seat, sir.
Thank you.
Before we begin, let's take an icebreaker first.
Okay.
Ready, sir?
I'm always ready.
So this game is called Never Have I Ever.
Never have I ever. Okay.
So Johnny, can you explain to us the game mechanics?
Then we hold up five fingers. So we will ask you different questions, and if you have done so, you will put your finger down.
If I have done it, I have to do this.
Yes.
And if I didn't do it, I just
skip it.
Okay. I have done it. I
Last
have to do it.
person with the most fingers.
So are you ready, sir?
Okay.
Okay, let's begin. First one is, never have I ever fallen asleep.
Fallen asleep in what? In class. I never.
I have. I always have.
I'm always alive, alert, and enthusiastic every time.
In classes before. Especially to all my girls, to all the girls in my DMs. Sorry for not reminding me.
Fallen asleep during exam, I finished it, so I fell asleep after.
Okay. Next.
Question. Next question. Never have I ever performed in a school play.
Oh, I performed a lot.
In a school play.
Yes, in a school play. So many plays.
What was the one example?
Sound of Music when I was in high school.
So what was your role, sir?
I played Captain Bonsa.
Interesting.
Yeah. What about you? Am I the host here?
I haven't been in concert.
Oh, okay.
I've been to some plays.
I'm tired. It's time to do this.
Okay, so let's move to the next question. Never have I ever tried out for a school sports team.
Never. So if it's never, I have to remain. I never tried any. Although I used to run in school. Yes.
Is that in sports?
Yes. I'm not good in sports. I'm good in the arts.
So, I tried out for badminton, but
You were not accepted.
I was always getting my foot sprained.
Injured? Okay.
Every time I was.
What about you?
Don't play.
You don't play any. You don't play any game. So what do you do?
Nothing.
Beauty contest? Ano?
Never.
Never.
Okay, next question.
Okay, it's very tiring. I have to put it down first. Okay, I have to. I thought I was not allowed to do it. Okay.
Okay, never have I ever skipped school.
Never.
I have.
So many times, right?
No,
not really.
Just sometimes, but I remember skipping school for a classmate that was in hospital.
Oh.
But I never really got an excuse. So
you're a good student.
Not very.
I have.
You have always?
Sometimes. I remember this one memory from before. There was this time I was about to meet up with a girl, but she ended up losing me.
Oh, sorry.
Never have I ever failed a subject.
Never.
I have never.
I thought you were failed in work immersion.
But I only failed to be the best man for her.
Okay.
So it seems like you won, sir. You have.
Yeah, I have 4. You have 2, and you have 3.
Okay, sir. That ends our icebreaker.
Thank you for that. I enjoyed. I was able to at least share a little about myself.
Thank you, sir. Let's begin our interview before my partner starts.
So our questions are related to the icebreaker early.
Okay.
Sir, tell us about yourself, especially your life as a student.
Well, I've always been very diligent, meaning I study a lot. I always want to make it sure that I'm on top of my class. If in case like I am not on top, I get to be very frustrated. I always try my best to study every night and to cope up with everything. Aside from my academics, I also do good in my co-curricular activities because I join in a lot of school activities like creativity, even in painting, and in so many other related art forms. So as a student, I would say that I am very passionate with school because I love school ever since. I started actually going to school at 2 years old because my mother was a teacher. So at 2 years old, I was already exposed to school. Although I wasn't enrolled formally, because I was only 2 years old. So I started, I was being in grade 1, I was 5 years old and a half. So I was already in grade 1. So I started really very early. So I graduated also very early.
Who do you consider as your role model?
I think my mother, because she was a teacher. I don't consider Rizal as very important, except really for the person who is really the closest in my heart. So I would say I love my mother very much. So she inspires me to be the best that I could ever be.
So sir, how do you play your role as a student?
How do I play my role as a student? I play it very well. I make it sure that my grades are good. I make it sure also that I get to inspire other people. Despite my age now, I'm already very old, but I still go to school because of the passion and because of the role I play. I would always want to learn new things every day, and I want to discover so many things, not only for myself but from others as well.
Well, as a student, how do you see yourself 10 years from now?
10 years from now, I might already be senior citizen by that time. Yes, 10 years from now, I'm already a senior citizen. But I think, I don't know if I would still be a student, but if in case I will still be a student, most likely I'm taking up doctoral studies already, or like resting down and just thinking of the things that I've been doing in the past.
So, sir, some early, di ba, na sa eskwela, sa pag-eskwela, ano yung mga goals sa ka na age? Kaya para sa amin, yung goal na namin gusto lang, usually maging ang programa mo, engineer, doctor, yung mga goal.
Naturally, you know, when you're in elementary, when I was in elementary, my only goal is to be an honor roll and to just have good grades, and then eventually until high school and then until college. Although during my college days, it was a struggle because the course that I took wasn't really the thing that I love. You know what I mean? I took a course that I did not like. I took up biological science because my parents would wanted me to become a doctor. But then I have a different passion. I wish to really become a director. You know what I mean? I wish to become a stage director. I wish to perform. But I also failed that after I finished the 4-year course that I had. I also went into medicine, but I stopped for some reason.
So, bale, passion over career.
Yes, but you know, I could not say that it's passion over career because my passion has been my career or is my career now. That's it.
So, anong yung mga greatest drive in finishing your studies?
Myself, no other than. I would always compete with myself and not with other people. Because if you get to compete with other people, you will just be frustrated. Because for sure, there will be people who will be greater or lesser than you, right? So if you think of those people greater than you will be frustrated. Or if you think of the people lesser than you will be happy. But then you will not be happier really for a very long time. So if there is one person that I would always compete, it has to be myself. That I would always better myself more than the past experiences that I had.
How does being a student affect your communication skills?
Well, it has helped me a lot because learning every day would improve and would develop your talents and your skills. So communication-wise, I could relate with anyone because of the learnings that I got from school. So it has helped me a lot in developing my skills and in enhancing my talents as well.
So what was the hardest part of being a student?
I think maintaining the grades that you have set as a standard, right? If you have set a standard for yourself, like you wish to get 95 and above all the time, so it is not always easy to maintain that, right? Because there will be times wherein you will have sleepless nights, there will be times that you will not be motivated, there will be times that you will not be inspired, that you will really get tired also of studying because of memorizing so many things. So it's also very difficult to maintain. So I think that would be one struggle, and that would be one challenge also, like as a difficulty as a student.
While we're on the topic of reminiscing, what was your most unforgettable moment as a student?
My most unforgettable moment, or moments I could remember vividly, the activities I have joined. Well, I could not really remember the things being taught inside the classroom, but what I remember now that I believe has helped me a lot in my personality development was really the activities that I have joined. It has really shaped my person of whoever I am today and whatever I am today. It was primarily because of the activities that I have joined. So I thank the school that I have been into for those opportunities, for those beautiful opportunities given to me. So I believe that's it.
Ano yung mga worst experiences, sir?
Well, I really did not have any worst experience or worst experiences because as a person, I am very obsessive compulsive. I am an OC person, you know what I mean? If you're an OC person, the night before, you always have to prepare everything. You always have to think of what's gonna happen during the day. So as you think about it the night before, of what's gonna happen, like at 7 a.m. I will do this, I will come to class early, I will study, I will eat my lunch, and then until I get home. So I mean, if you plan out for your entire day, you will not really. I mean, there will be no worst experience that you will ever have because you are ready for anything then that will happen.
So as a student, sir, what do you consider to be your most significant achievement?
My most significant achievement is not about having honors or it's not about having awards. It's really about enjoying my life as a student. I think that's all. Yeah, enjoying my journey as a student. Because if I focus more on the awards, you will just be frustrated at times when you could not get anything, right? But then if I focus myself on the things that I have enjoyed, I will always have very beautiful and sweet memories of my childhood because I'm in school, of my childhood days because I'm in school, and even in college because of my friends. And of course because of my family who motivated me to become really a better person.
Specific kasi meron problems na naging lumalabas sa subong na complicated sa pamuna.
Well, of course, there would always be problems along the way. Like cramming for an exam because I was not able to study well. So that would give me then like cram moments. So that would be a problem for me because for sure I will not be able to get high grades because I crammed. So I think that's the most difficult problem that I have ever encountered.
How do you exactly handle that kind of pressure?
Well, for me, pressure is good. As long as it is not too much that you get, because when you have pressure, you can do more, right? Because if you're not being pressured, you will always become a mediocre. Like you will have the tendency to do less. So pressure for me is very positive. As long as it is not too much, it is very motivating. It can be very inspiring.
It keeps pushing you, sir.
Yes, it will keep on pushing me then to search for more and to give my best.
So, sir, kagi ka argue sa mga professor?
No, not at all. I will always have very strong respect for my teachers.
Ano ginobra mo kung hindi ka motivated mag-school?
I do have a lot of diversions. When I say diversions, if I'm tired studying at a certain moment, I can do biking because I do physically some physical work also. I can do gardening also, and I do have a lot of collections. I have stamp collection. I have so many collections. I do Funkos also. I have so many collections.
When do you feel competent, sir?
I feel competent when I'm ready and when I'm prepared. So that's why I make it sure that when there would be like exams, when there are activities, I would have to be ready and I have to be prepared for everything then.
So, anong yung mga greatest asset or best strength as a student?
As far as asset is concerned, I think my dedication and I think my perseverance, and more than that, I think my passion. Because when you have passion, you will always have the tendency to love what you do, right? And if you love what you do, everything then becomes like playing. Diba? Do gahampang ka lang na bala. I like when you study, kung gahampang ka lang, kaya enjoy ka, you will never miss a thing.
Ano na sa'yo, daw kalayo ka? Isa daw yan ang i-feed mo yun.
Correct. So there has to be reasons also na dapat ma-continue mo ang flame of fire that you have.
Not only are you a student, sir, but you are also a teacher.
Yes, at the same time.
So how do you manage being a teacher and a student at the same time?
I think it's all just but a matter of priorities. When I'm a teacher, I focus myself in the things that I do. And if I'm a student, I forget about being a teacher and I focus on the things on being a student. So it's all a matter of priorities. And I always believe that there is no such thing as a busy schedule. I don't want to hear someone saying, I am very busy. No, there is no such thing as a busy schedule. All you need to do is just to prioritize. Because if you prioritize things, you can always manage even when you have so many things to do.
So, how important is education?
For me, it's very important because it has given me a lot of reasons to provide for my family, and more than that, it has given me a very bright future. I could not imagine myself not having an education because I might end up somewhere else. So now I'm enjoying myself because of the education. I got all the beautiful opportunities because of education. So that is why education for me is very important, and it is vital in one's growth and development.
So, sir, naman ba mo sa mga students na napunta sa eskwela pag nag-start ng business?
Like for them not to give up education. If they stop because of some reason and then they went into business, no matter how successful you are, it's always good to go back to education because it's different when you are finished and then later when you have your children, you have something to be proud of because you finished. And then it's easy to motivate your children and your kids to push with their education because you yourself have graduated also and was able to finish school.
So last na lang din, sir. As a student for today's generation, willing kang yapon mag-learn through online classes?
Like online classes. I actually do not like, even if you've I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm tired every time there would be an online class. I would push myself to be there in front of the camera because it's really different when it's face-to-face, that you get to be motivated because you get to see students. Because for me, the reason why I'm there, why I love teaching, because of the students. And when there are no students, because it's online, there seems to have a gap. And I don't really appreciate that gap between me and my students. So, although basically it's a need, no? Because it was pandemic, that's why we had it. But then, like for me, if I have to choose between face-to-face and online, I really have to choose face-to-face.
That is all for today. We can all learn a lot from your accomplishments and experiences. And it will inspire students to work harder in their studies.
Thank you also. Thank you very much.
We would like to express our gratitude for today's Delariarte. It was such a pleasure to meet you. Once again, thank you very much.
Yes, it's an honor. Thank you very much for your time also.
Once again, I am Janry Juan Hagulino.
And I am George Spencer Guy.
May God bless us all.
Caritas Christi Urget Nos.